Hey y'all, I'm Arthur Perkins, this is APGamingREAL. Welcome to the first faction turn of Sons of Gold. You just got spoiled, and there will be more spoilers, so if you're watching this, prepare to get super spoiled. Let's figure out what we're supposed to do here. I haven't done a faction turn since the... since well, maybe a year and a half ago. And I definitely haven't done it with the new system, so... First, we start off by rolling to see which faction goes first out of the 5. We roll the imaginary D5. And I think this will probably give us a good idea of who's going in what order. So, we're going Mandate, Remnant, Imago Dei, Zealous. Imago Dei, Zealous. 2 is going to be Aerith, Mathian, Masons. I spelled that wrong. And the last faction is probably Morax's government. That should cover it. Alright, so at the beginning of their turn, the Mandate Remnant gets 5 fat creds from their income because they're super duper rich. Next up, they have a goal at the start of their turn, which is Wealth of Worlds. Wealth of Worlds is spend fat creds equal to 4 times your faction's wealth rating on bribes and influence. Money is lost, but the goal is considered accomplished. Great. Alright, so they just spend their turn spending money, I think. The Mandate Remnant. Oh, wait, they got all kinds of stuff here. Shipping Combine, Commodities Broker. Let's see here. As an immediate action, and roll 1d8. That many fat creds are subtracted from their next asset purchase. I mean, that's not a bad choice. Blockade fleets. A ragtag lot of corsairs, pirates, and privateers when they successfully attack an enemy faction asset. Well, these guys are on the defensive right now. As a action, this asset may move itself to a world within 1 hex. Don't think they're going to do that. What is Shipping Combine? If that lets me move that blockade fleet out, that's totally what I'm going to do. I need to get them out of the system and into some place where they can start doing some defensive work. Shipping Combine. Scavenger fleets. As an action, the Combine may move any number of non-force assets, including itself, to any world within 2 hexes at the cost of 1 fat cred. Alright. Oh, shoot. That's a force asset. Alright, so they can't actually move that blockade fleet. Blockade fleet cannot leave the system it's in, which is a little bit of a problem. So I guess we'll just Commodities Broker to see how much we get off the next purchase, and then we'll dump that money. 6. Wow. Okay. Minus 6 creds off the next purchase. Great. That's amazing. Down to a minimum of half normal price. Yeah. Action tracker. They 0, and they are... What do they need? 4 times their faction's wealth rating, so they need 24. At 5 of 24. It's going to take them a while to get there. But at some point, it's just going to be obvious that they're super wealthy and bankrolling everything. That was an uninspired turn. Let's see what else we can do here. Next up is the Imago Dei. These crazy AI. Their plan is to expand their influence. Plant a base of influence on a new planet. Difficulty 1. Alright. So, what do they got that'll let them do this? They have a covert transit net, which is great. They also have a demigod, which is excellent. And I think they're going to move that demigod from Tariv to one of the other planets. They're going to move it from Tariv to Rikaby. And they're going to try to start converting. So... Before I do this, I definitely want to make sure that I get their money. Alright, so they spend their turn doing moves. I wonder if I can move everything or just one thing, because it'd be great to move those zealots somewhere. And that covert transit net. Let's see, as an action, any special forces assets can be moved between any worlds within 3 hexes of a covert transit net. Okay, so I can send those zealots anywhere, because I'm... Oh, any special... Yep, any special forces assets. Okay, so instead of just moving the Demigod, I'm activating Covert Transit Network, and I'm sending my Demigod and my zealots away. We're going to send the zealots to another system. Edzagosa, so they're going to end up on Esclablarin. Now we can start setting up new bases everywhere. This does leave them completely open to getting wrecked because they have no defense on their planet now. Edza... I'm just going to put Edza. It's also the name of their currency. I guess they have post-deck inventory and the covert transit net on planet. That's about all they have going for them. Alright, so another week turn for January to February for Imago Day. They're not going anywhere quickly. Next up is Zealous. This is the AI carrier fleet. They get 4 faction creds, and they want to side enemy territory. Plant a number of stealth assets on worlds with other planetary governments equal to your cunning score. Units that are already stealth on worlds when this goal is adopted doesn't count. Alright, well, I think they started with Machiavellian, which might let them stealth all their assets to begin with. That might be a thing. Oh, start stealth when purchased. Yep, okay. So they have covert shipping. Move 1 special forces unit between any worlds for a cost of 1 fat cred. And this doesn't cost an action, apparently, because it doesn't say as an action. So we're going to spend 1 fat cred for Zealous, and we're going to move these stealth psychic assassins over to Labella. This represents Zealous moving a clone psychic army onto the Labellan planet, which is where the players started at. It's the banking planet. It's kind of where all the shipbuilding's going on. Zealous is about to start taking some dudes down. Alright, let's look what this laboratory can do. I think it's a thing that lets you... Oh, you know what? It's probably the thing that lets him build high-level tech stuff while not actually having the tech level to do it. Yep. The presence of a laboratory allows tech level 4 units to be bought. That's why. Alright, so I want to stealth that grav tank formation. For sure. We absolutely need that gone. Off the books. What does it take to stealth? Have a number equal to your cunning score. What is their cunning score anyway? Zealous has a cunning of 5. We're gonna need to move. We're gonna need to buy a lot of assets, basically. I think I might just keep buying psychic assassins. That's not a bad plan. What do they cost? Psychic assassins. They cost 12. Alright, so instead of stealthing, I'm just going to keep saving up to buy Psychic Assassins. And start planting them all over the place. Another kind of boring turn, but the assassins are out there. Yeah, there's not a lot of conflict going on quite yet. And I mean, with all the stealth stuff, I guess at some point, the players might trip over a group of stealth psychic assassins undercover doing something. Hard to say. I mean, the first couple, well, usually the first turn in Stars Without Numbers is a little bland, just because nothing's going on. Next up, Arithmathian Masons. Their job is intelligence coup. They need to destroy a number of cunning assets of rival factions equal to your faction's cunning. Alright, so they need to go find people who have cunning assets. Who has unstealth cunning assets on the board? Mandate Remnant have Lobbyist. The Imago Dei have all kinds of stuff. Morax. So it looks like being in Labella is a good plan. What is this freighter contract? Oops. I'm doing the wrong one. Oh, I actually marked it down for myself. A special link. Move any one non-force asset to any world within 2 hexes. Alright. So we're on Riorter, so we can move to Labella. Yep. Alright, that's what we're going to do. Does it cost anything? Nope. Speaking of cost, put down that money. And I think this faction, because it has secretive, all of their units start stealthed, which is pretty interesting. Works precisely how they want it to. Labella in the... What's the name of the system? Yatra. Probably need to put it up here too. Okay, so now we have a Vanguard cadres stealthed on that planet, and they are going to come out swinging. So the Arithmathian Masons are the group of Nazgul-like bad dudes who attack the players at the beginning of the show. I don't want to say too much about them, but these Vanguard cadres will be made up of VI Deathbot chassis in disguise that are just gonna like terrorize local populaces by murdering all their cunning assets and trying to take stuff down, and they're in a great position to do so. So while this first turn doesn't have a lot going on, turn 2 is going to be lit. Finally, we end with Morax, the kind of fractured government faction that's slowly succumbing. They're a former warlike people that are now trying to attain peaceable kingdom, which I think means don't attack anybody. Yep. A bit boring there, but transport lockdown. On a successful cunning versus cunning attack on a rival faction, the rival faction cannot transport assets onto planet. Interesting. Cracked comms. If cracked comms succeeds in defending against an attack, it can immediately cause the attacking asset to make an attack against itself. Great. Pre-tech researchers means that they can buy tech level 5 stuff, I believe. And cunning trap is just kind of a deal. So these guys don't have a lot going on. I think what they need to do is buy harvesters. They need harvesters in order to start getting more money. And they want more money because they want to be able to build big ship fleets. Like a blockade fleet or a cruiser fleet. Which is where their government's going. Alright, so harvesters have all kinds of stuff going on. Summon up a Morax tag. That should fill in all their junk. And then As an action, the Harvester's owning faction may roll 1d6 on a 3+, gain 1 fact cred. And they'll put that on Labella. That's going to cost them 2. They only buy 1 asset a turn. That's a good question. They could buy more than 1. I might get multiple sets of Harvesters. Assets can be purchased. Acquiring an asset requires more than just fact creds. Great. Only 1 asset can be purchased per turn. All right. So they're down to 3. That's it. That's all we got. Nothing particularly exciting happening here. A lot moving around, and next turn there will definitely be combat. That Vanguard cadre is going to come out of the base swinging. I almost wonder if I want to... No, I think Morax is going to be way too stealthed and passive to try to take on the Demagogue on another planet. I think the Imago Dei are going to get away with starting to convert people to their religion. Alright, so that's where we're at. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.